Hey awesome ones, Heather here, and with the warmer weather finally coming around, I know a lot of you are changing up your wardrobe. You're bringing up all the white clothing and the t-shirts and all that, but are you changing up your makeup? Well, I'm going to tell you different ways that I change up my makeup, and it all starts in just a few seconds. So for me in the summertime, it really means like I'm a little more carefree. I want to wear less makeup. Are you guys like that too? You know that you really change everything around in the summertime, but you also start melting. You got all that humidity and you're worried about all the makeup kind of running down. Well, in this video, I'm not only going to show you some of the products that I use, but I'm also going to do a tutorial on how I'm putting on the makeup so you can try this at home. And I'm just going to start off. I'm not going to have very much makeup on, so let's do it now. Presto changeo. Oh. I don't like showing people my face with no makeup, but I do it all for you, and I do have a little bit of eye makeup on. But let's start with tip number one. So tip number one for the summer is please take care of your skin. That sun is hot, it's burning, it's damaging, and we want you to take care of your skin. So what I'm going to put on underneath my foundation, my face has got no foundation, but it does have a primer on it. And the primer that I'm using is this SPF. It's a 50 from MAC, and it kind of even smells like sunscreen, but it's absolutely fabulous, and I use it underneath a lot of different makeups. And I will tell you that finding a makeup primer that's SPF 50 is really, really difficult to do. So what I'm going to do is underneath the description, I'm going to put some links to probably all of the products that I can find and make sure that you are protecting your skin. Let's do some applications. Concealing. Very, very important. Now I already used, this is MAC, and this is the MAC concealer, and I've already used it underneath my eyes, so this video won't be too long for you. But I am going in the summertime with a little bit darker of a color of my foundation. Even though I'm using an SPF, just naturally my skin, I mean, it's going to absorb some of the rays, and it's going to get a little bit darker. So I gotta go a little bit darker on my foundation, and therefore I gotta go a little bit darker on my contouring as well. So I'm gonna use, sorry, I keep saying contouring and I mean to say concealing. Anyways, there's my concealer brush. I told you about this. This is boy, this is a wonderful find. I absolutely love this. And I kind of just do that. I take it off of the end of the concealer, and I got all these spots. You guys, they are actually going red now. They used to be kind of brown, but I'm trying to treat them, and I'll tell you when I finally think that they're gone, what I was using, but not yet. I'm not sold on it yet. So, but let's just sort of go over those spots. Nasty age spots be gone, and I've got them over here too. Nasty, and a little bit of redness. Do you guys have a little bit of redness in your nose, like down here? I get that, so there we go. So I'm covering up some of those spots. As I mentioned to you, I already have my eye makeup on, and with the eye makeup, I find for the summer, I can still pretty well use my lovely little palette that I love from L'Oreal. That works out great. But if you are a kind of person that, I use the powdered shadow, and if you're the kind of person that finds that, geez, the powder, and the humidity and all the heat, it just kind of melts a little bit, then I also would suggest a Color Stay. This is a cream by Revlon. It's really, really cute. It even has its own little applicator in it. And it's called Color Stay, and I have tried it out, and it actually stays on for a long, long time. Now I'm going to really show you something a little bit different for my foundation. I am going to show you a powder foundation. And in the summertime, I think I already mentioned to you, it's just like, go, go, go. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to have fun. And I don't want to spend all day putting on my makeup. So what I am using in the summertime is this sort of thing. And this one is by MAC. Again, they make some really great products, folks. And this is a medium plus tone for me for the summertime. So you'll see that I've used quite a bit of this. But watch this. This is what I use for those days in the winter time. So you can probably see this is a medium, the difference in the colors. So I do suggest that you really do go you know, a different color there and darken it up a little bit for the summer as you see your skin just sort of changing. With this, I am just going to use a brush like this, and in the powder foundation it goes. And let's see how I do here. You can see the shine on my face and everything. And once I do this, I'm going to be evening out my skin tone a little bit. So my nose, all of a sudden, it just, and watch this. You see how it's just going on so beautifully? A little bit under the eyes. And you're probably saying to yourself, I thought you didn't like powder. I don't like powder as a setting, but this particular kind of consistency is powder and foundation. So it just kind of naturally works with your face, and it turns into a foundation. So there you go. Most of the shine is already gone, and I'm quite happy. Like, see how fast that was too. I didn't have to bring out my blending sponge or use a little bit of water and wait for it to set or anything like that. If you are going to, maybe it's a business function, or maybe it's an all-day birthday party or a wedding or something like that, you may want to still do the big liquid foundation. It does cover better. This Estee Lauder, it's double wear, and it lasts, it really does last all day, even in the humidity. And again, I've got the concealer and I have the liquid foundation, but you gotta remember that in the summertime, you may be needing a secondary you know, container of this that's just a little bit darker. Revlon Anti-Shine. Woo! I absolutely love, love, love this. And this is a staple in my purse. Now you probably don't see that I need it right now, but it is not a powder. It is a cream. And I have this in my purse for sure. It doesn't matter what I'm going to be wearing on my face. I'm going to get a little oily. I'm going to get a little shiny. And all I do is just put that in the cream, and my shine is gone. Love this product. It's absolutely a staple with me all the time. You guys that have been with me for a while, you know that it's probably my #1 find in the past couple of years for makeup. Love it. Let's talk about doing a little bit of contouring and doing a little bit of blush. Now, generally, in the winter time, I'm going for maybe a more pinky kind of blush. Sometimes I'll go into the coral, and this is Clinique, very pretty, and this is the brush that I use for the blush. But the difference that I'm going to show you for summertime is I put a little bit of blush here, maybe a little just to kind of even out the concealer a little bit. But that's about it. What's going on with the contouring and everything else? Well, let's do a little bit of bronzing, shall we? And this is Revlon, and it is their Bronze Beauty. So I'm going to use a brush like this. And instead of doing the normal contouring, I'm going to put a little shimmer of bronzing here. And this Revlon one is a little bit powdery, so, but I'm going to do my cheekbones this way. And I'm also going to use it as my contouring down here, along here. I won't be putting it underneath here because I don't want a line there, and because it's kind of a reddish color, it might look a little odd, but there we go. Why not put a little bit of bronzer here? But please don't overdo it. If you ever saw the video that I did on 10 mistakes that a lot of women use with their makeup, I'm going to put the link up there. Overdoing the bronzing was definitely one of them. Now, as far as the mascara goes, well, I've got my tried and true, my favorite mascara, and that is Dior Show. Love, love. I have been wearing this mascara, well, since I was about 18. I think a makeup artist put it on me when I was about 18. So I do love, I don't think it was called Dior Show in those days, but I do love this. The reason that I love this for the summer is because it goes on like a dream. It does give you those, I don't know if Bill can do a close-up here, but it does give you very, very nice eyelashes. I don't have any fake eyelashes on right now. It builds beautifully, but the part that I really like is that I can take it off at night. And, you know, in the summertime, you don't want to spend a lot of time putting on your makeup, taking off your makeup, and that's why I really love it. And it doesn't give me the raccoon eyes underneath here because it really doesn't seem to transfer like a lot of the other mascaras do. Let's just say that you're going swimming or you're going for a very long, long day and you don't even want to take a chance at this business meeting or get together that you're going to have the old raccoon eyes. And for that, I would suggest this is a Revlon. It is a waterproof mascara, and you really have to use, I think I use the Estee Lauder to take it off, the eye makeup cleanser to take this off of my eyes. Soap and water just won't do. But this is called Grow Luscious Plumping Waterproof Mascara, and it is from yeah, absolutely from Revlon, and I've used that a lot for swimming, and it's really quite nice. Now, I have done my eyebrows. I've used the stencil that I've showed you before. They're all sort of, the stenciling is fantastic, and again, I'm going to put a link up there for doing your eyebrows, because if you haven't discovered the stencil, man, you're going to just love me just for that. It's just incredible. But if you are going to be, let's say, in a really heated area, usually your eyebrows, they don't go anywhere. They don't start melting all over the place. But there are waterproof pomades that are out there. This one is a L'Oreal. And if you are just, like I just did my eyebrows here, the one thing I want my eyebrows to do is stay there. I don't want them to start kind of going all over the place. So this is the Great Lash. It is a clear mascara, and I use it just to brush my eyebrows out so they, up I should say, so that they stay in place. And so that's a great idea right there. And I want to talk a little bit about highlighter. This is another thing that you can really overdo, and I do see, I think it's because it gives you kind of like a youthful look, and a lot of women go, whoa, youthful look, and they just put it all over their face. Not a really good idea for that. What I like to do is definitely use the highlighter, but I want to keep it subtle. So watch this. I'm going to use a little teeny weeny brush like this, and I'm just going to put a little bit here between my eyes. It just gives that little sparkle between your eyes. It's subtle, but it's there. And then for the other highlighter part, I'm using this brush. And this again is a MAC product. You can get highlighters from many different companies, cosmetic companies, but this is the one that I really kind of like. And you're just going to give yourself a little sparkle up here, a little sparkle up here. And that's about it, folks. You don't need to be sparkling all over the place. This makeup has gone on in like no time, just a very short few minutes. And that's again what you like in the summertime, is just that powder foundation is just a and you're pretty well done. And what I like to do with the lips is, again, I want all of you to be protected. Like, don't forget your sunscreen all over your body, okay? Make sure that you've got your arms, you've got your neck, you've got your legs, everything protected. But the other thing you have to protect are your lips. And so I have got here, it's a Revlon Color Stay. And I usually don't go so much with the reds in the summertime. I want to kind of have a more natural look. So if I put a pink on right now, it really wouldn't go with the bronzing that I have and the blush that I have. So I'm using kind of a coral here. I'm sorry, I use it a lot, so there's not much of it left. But I'm using kind of a coral. And I really like that color. It almost looks like your natural lips, but it's dark enough that your lips don't disappear. And then of course I'm using a lip liner here, and ooh, this is a Giorgio Armani. That's a higher end kind of makeup, but it is a good makeup. I'm just doing a little lip liner there so that I make sure that it stays. Now, you need to use very much a color stay or a lip stain or something like that on your lips if you're going to do this next application. And the next application, it's a balm. You can see I got a little bit of lipstick on it. This one is a 30 SPF. And they do have them out there. This one's made by Vichy. And I just go over, because when this lip stain or color stay starts to dry, it actually really is dry. So you need something. They usually actually give you an overcoat, a little glossy overcoat to put on it. But I want to use my SPF balm. So there you go. I've got that on, and I know my lips are protected. Now, as I go through the day, I can, again, if I'm losing the color, I can put the lipstick back on again. But along with your anti-shine, make sure that you have this in your purse as well, because as we all know, you have a sip of coffee or you have a little bit of a salad and there goes all your lip balm. So make sure that you've got that and you're taking care of yourself. All right, so I don't think it's makeup, but I think it's a point that I really, really wanted to make for you. And that is your toenails. A lot of times we're walking around, we got our sandals on, we got our flip-flops on, and yeah, you can go ahead and you can do the red toenails, or the pink or something along those lines. However, this year I'm going for blue. I don't know, just is so much fun. And I've also worn purple before, and I think a lot of these are Quo. And so there's all kinds of colors that are just a little bit different, or maybe you want to get your toenails done, get a really nice pedicure, and they'll put some fancy kind of doodad on them, a little design. But also I've seen women with the natural French manicure toenails, and they look kind of nice too, but they got to be done the right way. I wouldn't even want to try that one out. So So yeah, it's just a natural looking makeup. It's easy peasy, but it's something that I mean, like I said before, if I'm changing out all my clothing for the warmer weather, I gotta bring all this makeup to the front as well, because I know that I want to have things done quicker. I want to make sure that I'm not melting, and this is the look that I'm looking for, and I hope you enjoyed it too. But stay right there, because the cuteness factor. Where's the cuteness factor? So here he is, our little cuteness factor. Hey, I think I just woke him up. All right. Anyway, so whenever Hurricane comes on the scene, he's here to remind me to tell you about upcoming videos. We have Paris and London and Niagara Falls, and yeah, Hurricane, you're not coming on that one, but we got my daughter taking care of him, so he'll be in really good hands. And then back to beauty. On Beauty is Friday, and we have, oh, what do we have coming up? Oh, what and how to pack your makeup for trips. And also I'm still going to be doing the waterproof makeup. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer out there so people are actually swimming. And what else do I have coming up? Still gonna do the one on undergarments. I'm still shopping around for a few things that I want to add to that, but that's coming up very shortly. And I have a huge announcement to make. We just passed 60,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, like, isn't this amazing, Bill? Like, I'm just going crazy about it. I'm just so happy about this. And this is inspiration for Bill. Bill was giving the thumbs up. You can say something, it's okay, Bill.
All right.
There you go. That's what I was hoping for, because last night when we saw the 60,000 turning over, Bill and I were literally just, we had it on real time. We were literally just jumping up and down, and I just thought that I would say to you guys, like, a heartfelt thank you for that. Thank you for all of the beautiful comments that you put below, all the sharing that you do in this community to help others, and you are the best. You are the awesome ones. And so until next time, I have a heartfelt attitude of gratitude, and I want you all to just keep it awesome.